One of the most important and impressive skills of a Motogp rider is their consistency, an ability to run the same line through corners lap after lap. So just how difficult is it to do it in a race, and how do riders adapt to different situations and overcome various obstacles? We caught up with Red Bull KTM's Paul Espargaro and Octo Pramac Racing's Scott Redding to find out.
When we are riding a MotoGP bike on the race, we are just riding the bike at, every lap at some tenths. Change just some tenths, and in a lap of 1 minute or 2 minutes, we change just tenths. So this means that it's nothing. We do everything exactly the same, and it's important to do that because you need to turn in the same place, you need to do the same lap time, and when you do a mistake, maybe you can destroy the tires or just crash. When you do a mistake, you just crash. And to repeat everything same in the same moment is so important.
It is one of the most difficult points because it's not just about getting to the apex, it's how fast you lean the bike, about the braking. Maybe you go a little bit deeper than you expect in the braking, so you're always changing. But that's something that we train for at home, with reaction training, adapting to a problem. Faster corners like in Assen, with 3 corners from the end, you got that real fast flip-flop, then the long left. The wind plays also a big part in that. You sit up too much and the wind will push you out, or if it's quite windy, it'll push you in. That is what's more difficult to us, because the straight normal corners, getting it into the apex, you can be quite consistent. Sometimes you have to try and correct that while entering the corner with a bit of rear brake, playing a bit with the gas, with lean angle, with spin. There's multiple different ways how to fix that problem you might get to arrive in the right position on the exit.
When you are overtaking, for example, in a race, you need to think how to overtake, where to overtake, and to who you are overtaking. Because, it's not the same overtaking a Ducati that overtaking a Yamaha or overtaking an Honda. You know that if you are overtaking in the brakes on one Ducati and you go a little bit wide, or you are not on the perfect line to exit fast, it's going to overtake you on the straight. If you overtake a Yamaha and you go wide, it's going to overtake you by inside. And to overtake, for example, the Hondas on the brakes is not easy because they brake quite late.
The likes of Marquez, Lorenzo, Dovizioso, Valentino, Pedrosa, those guys hit the line every lap. You need that consistency every corner, and it's something that I've had to work on a lot, because what you can gain by maybe braking a bit later to what you can lose is a very big difference. And those guys, when you see them, they don't very rarely make a mistake. I mean, in Le Mans, Valentino made a small mistake in braking, and it cost him.
Rossi's not close enough at the blue S's. It will have to be turns. Oh, Rossi's down! Valentino Rossi's crashed out of second place.
The difference between on the start of the races in MotoGP, for example, the difference between the start and the first row and the 5th row is that on the first row the guys are just flowing and just opening the lines to be faster. They don't think about to get overtaken. But on the middle, everyone is just going into the corner as fast as they can to just block the pass, block the corner, and don't let someone overtake. So for that reason, you are reducing your speed so much, and the top guys are going.
We don't really block so much because it costs us more time. Only if it's the last lap or something, you go for an overtake and you need to block, pass and go. But in the beginning of the race, you don't do that so much because it costs you so much more time. But in the first lap, it's quite difficult to find your line. The first few corners, sometimes you're doing in completely different gear to what you might have done in the practice. Sometimes you'll do it in first instead of second, and everything's going on. There's people braking in front, there's people rolling, people overtaking, and the strongest position to be in is to be overtaken.